So most of you probably know by now my mother passed away. And first, just thank you all so much for the support. What are we at, like 3,000 comments on that video? My God, I was fine until reading those. I thought I had got over it completely. I'm like, yeah, I'm fine, okay. Today's the day we upload the video. And then reading your comments, I'm like, just bawling my eyes out reading them. So thank you all so much. A lot of you have had similar situations with your parents, and it was very comforting words. So I just want to talk today about what I'm doing to deal with that and my relationship with my mom, and just, it's going to be one of those episodes. Feel good time. He's in the ocean. He's in the ocean. So thank you all for the support. Even my old friends from high school are reaching out. It's really cool. So I just want to address, I'm fine. I got a lot of comments and people are like, you should be taking time off. You should be crying in bed. Like, don't be uploading videos. Let me just let you into my life here. I love making videos. This is what I do. It's what I wake up thinking about doing. I always have a list of video ideas, and then when I hit the day running, I'm just like, okay, what should I make today? Am I going to go outside, walking in here, at the beach? Like, this is my life, and I love doing it, and I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't love it. So the fact that you're seeing videos being uploaded means I want to do that. And I always have like 2 weeks of videos made, like, because I do so much, but I release a video a day pretty much. There's always a backlog. So when my mother died, that was a long time ago almost. It's like 3 weeks ago now. So when I uploaded the video telling you guys she died, she had been gone for like 2 weeks. So like I took time off, and I was just, when she died the next day, I uploaded a camera video, and it felt weird at the beginning. Like I was just kind of empty. The world felt so different. Like, my mother's gone. What's the point of anything? Like, I'm an only child. I never met my father. It was just me and her, and now that is gone. And so it's like, what is the point of doing any of this? Nothing felt like there was no reason to watch videos. Like, it was just a very weird feeling, but it only lasted for a couple days, and then I'm just uploading old videos, and then by the time we got to this moment, it's like I've already taken time off, and I'm fine with it. For 2 reasons I think I'm fine. One, I'm a very even keel person. I don't get too high or too low emotionally. I'm always just very calm. And also, the carnivore diet is the carnivore calm. I'm just able to withstand anything. Even parents dying in my arms. It's like, I'm crying for the first week editing that video. Like, I probably waited a week to make the video about my mom, and then I'm trying to edit it, and I'm just crying. I'm like, okay, just put that one on the back burner for now. Like, just take some time off. And I did. I took like maybe 3 or 4 days off, and then I was like, okay, I can watch this without bawling my eyes out. And then I'm gathering footage of my mom when she was alive. I was like, okay, I can handle this. You know, funny thing, when I was about 5 years old, my mom threw a birthday party for me, and we filmed it. We had this like little camcorder with an actual VHS tape. And I remember watching that back as a young child, thinking, that would be really weird to watch this when my mom dies. Like, as an 8-year-old, I'm thinking these thoughts, like, wow. And now I live it. It was weird. It was kind of weird, but it was also joyous to see her back when she was healthy, because she had declined so much with the ALS. It's like, she wasn't happy. That wasn't the same mother I knew. It's like her life was heading downhill. We could no longer play the ping pong together. Even backgammon was really hard because she could like barely hold her neck up. We tried a couple games. I beat her. I was like, I would tell her, like, I'm not losing to someone with ALS. You know that, right? And we had some good laughs, and it was all good times. I love this lens so much that I let my mother use it, and it's easy for her to follow me. She's focusing on me, no problem, manually, as I come in and out. She's following me easily, and I'm just in focus the whole time. And that's why I love this, that you can just give it to anybody off the street and they'll get it. Oh, there we go.
Oh, God.
And I'm in focus. I trust my mom. I trust she's not gonna ruin this shot for me.
Oh, dear.
But I tell you, I've been preparing for this day since I was like 5 years old for whatever reason. Like, me and my mom had the best relationship ever, but it was a rocky start because in the beginning it was very hectic. Like, she had an abusive boyfriend. That was one of my first memories. They were fighting, and there's like, I was hearing crashing furniture and things breaking in the house as I'm in the backyard. And like, we left and he came after us, and then they were arguing, and then he spit at her and then left. And I was like 4 years old, and I remember these things. So like, she was also like quite into alcohol. She was an alcoholic for a long time, and I remember having, I don't know how old I was, maybe say 10, and we were at my grandmother's house, and my mom had had too much to drink, and I guess she was a bit rowdy, and my grandmother was like, you should leave now. And so we left, and we're walking out of the apartment, and we're gonna take a bus home, and I was like, we should take a cab. And my mom is falling over, like, just, she was so drunk, she was falling over. And at that point I was scared. I was like, let's just go back to Granny's, and we did, and she let us in. I was afraid for my mom's life, and so I think I distanced myself from her for a long time, because I was like, you're gonna die soon, like, look at you, you're an alcoholic. Like, I'm just like, okay, whatever. I distanced myself, and emotionally, I don't know that I ever fully came back to her. That's just what I've noticed. Even though we mended fences, it was just always a slight hesitation. Even if I hugged her now, it was like there was a little bit of something in there that would not allow me to fully just embrace her. So we went through, like, it was rocky times. I was a teenager, and like, she's kind of not home a lot, and she's drinking, and I'm just like kind of mad at her a lot. And so we had these moments. I remember being so mean to her. Like, she said something like, how come you don't talk to me about this? And I was like, what makes you think I would want to talk to you about this? And like, I would be that mean. And she's like, I don't know, I guess. And so like, I feel so bad for those moments. But eventually I got sick with the colitis, and we moved in together. Like, I was out on my own for a bit, and she is the reason I healed. She really just, she loves me. And that's one of the comments that almost broke me. There's nothing like a mother's love. I kept seeing that over and over in the comments section, and it's just this unconditional love, and that's what I will miss the most. She just loved me so much. And so when I was at my sickest with ulcerative colitis, we were both broke, on welfare, and like, we could not afford to eat. And I found this fruit-based diet, and it's like super expensive, and I'm spending like $200 a week. And she's like, don't worry, I will get the money, just keep eating whatever you have to do, we're gonna heal you. And she would just go like get work cleaning houses, and she made it work. Somehow that woman just went to work for me, and I healed because of her. And so like, we started getting like a really good relationship together and laughing a lot, and we talked about the old times. And I was like, you know what, I forgive you for everything, all the alcohol and the nights where you weren't there. And we came to good terms. And so like, we worked it all out. I remember when I was moving to Thailand, she came with me to the airport. It was our final day. I knew it was, and I wasn't gonna see her for a long time. I wasn't planning on coming back to Toronto. I thought like, maybe I'll never see her again, who knows. And so we're there, and it just, once we got to this security point where she could no longer come, I just broke down crying, and I was like, oh my God, this is the moment where like, we're separated. And I tell you, like, it was a hard moment. And then coming back from Thailand, she was the first person I saw, and it was just such a joy to see her. And it's sad that she's gone, but life moves on and I'm okay with it. I'm coming to terms with it. It's been maybe 3 weeks now, and it's like it was hard in the beginning, but like it helped knowing that she had ALS and she was getting worse and worse, and she was only going to suffer from here on out. On her last day, like, she fell before any of this happened. She was losing the strength in her legs, and it's like eventually she's not going to have a functioning body and she's going to just not be able to talk. And so like it was a kind of looming death that we knew was going to happen, but it was sudden the way it happened, with her breathing machine just stopping working. So I'm okay with it. Life moves on and I'm happy. I'm still going to do what I love. And for the first week or two, it was kind of like making videos, like, what, who cares about any of this? But now it's just like we're back to normal, and she would want me to push on. And the download I got from her, I've been trying to like communicate with her and ask her, like, because that last day of hers was just seemed like such suffering. But my friend Justin reached out and sent me this near-death experience video, and they're talking about like how great people feel when they leave their body. And I just got this message from her that said that was the best day of my life. Let me explain. It could have just been my own mind, but it seemed like a pretty bad day on paper. I think she died 4 times. But like, just imagine having the belief that when you die, that's it. She didn't believe in like the afterlife and God and all that. She thought like it's pretty much done for. Who cares? Imagine when she died the first time, she leaves her body and she's like, what am I? Oh my goodness, no more ALS. I am a spirit being. She had these realizations, and then throughout the whole day, the family comes together. We're all by her side. I just picture her like left out of her body, looking down at us all, and she's just like, man, I love you guys. Thank you for coming, and don't worry, I'm going to be fine. And she has all this stuff to look forward to, whereas in her real life, she didn't have a ton to look forward to. She wasn't doing much towards the end. She could barely move, so it was just TV all day long. And I had to cancel like 6 TV subscriptions, little hidden ones. Paramount Plus, I was like, okay, cancel. Where do you cancel it? And it's like, go to the app you originally bought it with to cancel it. I'm like, what app is that? Why don't you tell me? I had to frickin' email them. So we got all that out, but on paper, you look at my mom and you would think, well, she wasn't super successful. At the end, she was on old age pension. Before that, she was on welfare with just little side gigs of cleaning people's houses that she definitely reported all her income to the government, guaranteed. And on paper, you think like, well, you're not wealthy. Maybe it wasn't the best life, but she was so generous. With just getting me to heal, she gave everything. Imagine going to work, cleaning people's houses all day long, something you don't want to do in your 50s, and then giving all that money to your son to eat fruit, which is giving him acne and other likely problems with the fructose. And she's just giving it all away. And it wasn't just to me, it was with everyone. She was always giving away. Whenever she would make a big dinner, she'd give to Lee and to her friends and anybody in the building. It's just like she was always giving with what little she had. She's right up there, right out the dome. That's what you want to be. Give no thought for your life and be generous. So like, she was more generous than I was often with less money. That's a high level being. So I think she's doing just fine. So I miss her, but I'm totally fine. Don't worry about me. We're going through the emotions and I'm fasting. It helps. Dive right deep into it. Don't run. Don't like distract yourself from these hard times. Like, fasting is what allows you to face everything in your world. So every week I am fasting, and every day I fast like 22 hours. So I'm always not trying to distract myself until I eat my giant yummy meal. And so like, I'm just embracing it and I'm happy. I'm good. We're continuing on, and I'm excited about the future, and we are living. And hopefully that ALS gene doesn't hit me, but I'm 98% sure that was from the you-know-what jabs. So I feel for you all. We heard. It's like, okay, if you got that jab, you're likely dead in 5 years. It's like, okay, I've seen it happen. Hopefully some of them were fake jabs that you got. So God bless us all and help us. So that's it. Thank you all for the support. I'm going to leave now after you thumb up the video. There was, by the way, like 30 thumbs down on my mother dying video. That's interesting. I know why you're thumbing this one down. It's because you once made your mom a soup. In it, you put crickets, red beans, and mustard. It's only 3 foods, but they've never been eaten together, guaranteed. She didn't like it, but she ate it because she loved you. And that's what mothers do. Mothers love us, even though mine's gone now. Is she here? The saddest part of that video I made was at the end when I was hitting the ping pong table. I hit the ball and she was supposed to return it. You know, part of me was thinking that I was going to hit the ball and there would just be this gust of wind that came and returned the ball to me. And I was like, that's you, Mom, isn't it? But she wasn't there. She was off playing bingo or something. Oh, man. So, we are done here. Thank you for watching and subscribing for more videos, and I'll see you in the next one. I'll be fine. I'm already fine. Likely.